what you are seeing here is battle reports before and after. So let me go a little closer, get a little bit closer. If you haven't seen ROK's new video about the new battle logic, well, I'll link it down in the description. But this right here is supposed to be the answer to all our prayers. New battle report, old battle report. Now this is archers attacking infantry and losing here. And this is archers attacking infantry and winning. Granted, the stats are the same. So what this means, supposedly, is that the counters will officially be working and infantry is no longer godlike. Let's talk about it. Yo. Alright. So I'm inside of the game. You see this new video that Skeeter just dropped. I'm sure everyone has seen it. It's about this new battle logic they got rolling out. Now I have been like seriously being a huge advocate about them changing this fucking battle logic, because the one right now, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be, kid friendly and stuff, and not cursing. So, I'm going to try to be, you know, not as foul mouthed as I normally am. But here we go. Let's see how long that lasts. So, about this garbage, trash, just despicable, unstrategic battle logic that we currently have is all about to change. Now, I'm taking it with a grain of salt. I don't believe in nothing till I see it in action. I haven't been invited to any of the test servers or anything like that. So, I'm skeptical. They say this and that and blah 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 blah. You fooled me once. And fool me can't get fooled again. I ain't trying to hear it. Because when this game was first introduced, they introduced these counters, and then all of a sudden here come T11 infantry, or infantry period, and then here come heroes, and it's like all counters went out the window, and infantry became the gods of the game, and everyone else is peasants. So what they've done is changed the logic, made it a little bit more strategic now, and well, here we go. So we'll see. And what I'm going to do is just go in the video and we're going to review this together. So let's see what they talking about.
Finally, in the upcoming new version, we're bringing you huge optimizations, specifically the new battle logic. Let's take a look at a simple diagram to understand.
All right, I'm going to stop it right here. Now, y'all see, I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about how a castle battle in this game is like fought out, but you see the archers are on the wall. That's actually how it is when you're like attacking the castle. I know you only see like the animation of the sprites and stuff fighting, but just picture this actual battle going on. When you're attacking the castle, you are met by archers on top of the fucking castle. And then I go, hey, I can't do it. Sorry. On top of the wall, shooting arrows at you. That alone should be enough to to keep infantry at bay. But oh no, not enough. But whatever. And you have your infantry troops and your cavalry troops outside of the castle walls, and you can beat them. You get to the walls, you destroy the archers, you break inside, and that's where the siege is so important. And then your siege is like kind of inside the castle walls, flinging shit over the walls or whatever. And there are some like on top of the walls with the archers. This is how a battle is acted out. If you ever seen Game of Thrones, it's something similar to that. I but look at this diagram. He's about to tell you some spiel about the biggest thing about this system is that you have to send protection. You have to send. You can't just send. And this actually I like this so much. I love it actually because you have no idea how badly it drives me up the wall to see people sending nothing but cavalry with nothing in front of it, or sending nothing but spears, or like, who raised you people? This, I love this. So, with that being said, I want to know why T11 infantry look like a bug. Looks like some type of bug warrior. It don't even look like a human. It's stupid. And then these dudes ain't even got shields. Like, it just made no. I don't know, but whatever. So you have to send shields. This, I this is probably my favorite thing about this whole thing, because it makes no sense to me where you used to send your troops out in the battle with no protection at all, and then the game rewards you for it. Makes no sense to me. But we gonna let bruh keep talking.
And the new battle logic. From this picture, it's not difficult to see that the new battle logic is based on the shieldman pairing with other different troop types to create counter relationships. That is to say, shieldman plus archers counter shieldman plus spearmen. Shieldman plus spearmen counters shieldman plus cavalry. Shieldman plus cavalry counter shieldman plus archers.
So the only thing this means is that archers counter infantry, infantry counters cavalry, cavalry counters archers because their range. The shieldman is just protection. So you're looking at archers, infantry, cavalry. That's it. Now, as far as this is what it's supposed to be like this entire time, but it just wasn't. For whatever reason, they made infantry so damn unstoppable that you had to play with infantry if you wanted to get anywhere in life. So now they're correcting their stupid coding and supposedly making it more fair. Notice that siege aren't a part of this little circle here. They're going to be really viable for when you're attacking, enemy's castle, which is how it should be. So this logic is just that. It's logical. It's supposed. This is what it should have been this entire time.
War machines will now play an extremely powerful role in siege battles as well. Let's take a look at the effects of the new battle logic in actual battles. We're going to arrange 14 battles of varying types with different troop types to help you to understand this new logic. All attributes in these tests are set to around 400. Please note, battle results, to some extent, will be slightly affected due to the differences in attributes. First of all, let's take a look at this group, archers and spearmen. First, we attack 200k infantry with 200k archers, without any heroes.
Alright. So this is without any heroes. These are the reports I showed you earlier. And what I'm going to do is I'll like have blow these up like at the end of the video if you need to see them. Um but this probably gonna be a long video, so my apologies. Get your popcorn.
The battle report on the left is the result before modification of the battle logic, and the battle report on the right is the result after modification. Apparently, it can be seen from the battle report that before the modifications, archers with the same level, amount, and attributes could not defeat the infantry with the same basic stats. After the battle logic modifications were applied, the dispatch size was still 200k, 50k T10 shieldmen plus 150k T11 archers, which could easily defeat the 200k T11 spearmen. This is what we call a brand new counter relationship. Archers can now counter spearmen. Next, let's try to see if this battle logic still holds true in the presence of heroes.
Now that you heard what he said? Can now counter spearmen. So this entire time While y'all sitting here believing this damn game, and I've been trying to tell y'all, look, don't go by anything that this damn game says. If he could say can now counter spearmen, well, weren't archers were always supposed to counter spearmen? No, no, they weren't coded to counter spearmen. This is just put in there for fabrication. Especially with these damn heroes. Just like anyone who argues me down that Gideon doesn't do extra damage than what it says he does. Yes, the fuck he does. He does extra damage than what's actually said in his damn skill, which is why he needs to be nerfed. But I digress. Now, they're about to put in heroes, so let's see the results of that.
Here, we chose two powerful heroes for the Archer Dispatch, Kenoa and Mori Istar. And we already set two powerful heroes for the Infantry Dispatch, Gideon and the Faceless Knight. Similarly, we still set the dispatch size at 200k. Okay, the battle is over. Let's take a look at the battle report. It can be seen that even with heroes, Spearmen plus archers still defeated the infantry of the same amount. So that about covers archers' newfound ability to counter spearmen. Let's move on. Now, let's have a look at another group, Spearmen and Cavalry. First of all, without any heroes, we use 200k T11 Spearmen against 230k T11 Cavalry. Similar to the last time, the battle report on the left is the result before modification, and the one on the right is the result after modification. It can be seen from the battle report that before the modification, once the number of infantry was slightly inferior, they could not defeat the cavalry. However, under the new battle logic, when the total number is still 200k, 50k T10 Spearmen plus 150k T11 Spearmen, they can easily defeat 230k cavalry. This is a brand new counter relationship. Spearmen now counter cavalry. Next, let's try to see if this battle logic holds up in the presence of heroes. Here, we chose two powerful heroes for the infantry dispatch, Gideon and the Faceless Knight, as well as two powerful heroes for the cavalry dispatch that we set up already, Caven and Ryanga. Similarly, we set a dispatch size of 200k infantry and 230k for cavalry. Okay, the battle is over. Let's take a look at the battle report. The results are obvious. With heroes, the new battle logic allows the infantry to readily defeat the cavalry, which are superior in number. Thus, we have a new counter relationship between spearmen and cavalry. Let's move on. Archers now counter spearmen, and spearmen counter cavalry. Are cavalry the weakest troop type now? Of course not. Let me explain how cavalry counters other troop types under the new battle logic. First of all, with no hero, we use 150k T11 cavalry to challenge 200k T11 archers. The results are obvious. Under the old battle logic, 150k cavalry cannot defeat 200k archers of the same level. However, under the new battle logic, with a total troop number of 150k, the results have changed. We use 50k T10 Spearmen plus 100k T11 cavalry, and we can successfully defeat 200k T11 archers. So cavalry can counter archers in this new pairing relationship. Let's see how this goes with heroes. Here, we chose two powerful heroes for the cavalry dispatch, Daring and Caven, as well as two powerful heroes for the archer dispatch that we set up already, Mori Istar and Aritra. Similar to the other experiments, we set the dispatch size for cavalry at 150k with 200k archers on the other side. Okay, the battle is over. Let's take a look at the battle report. The results are super clear. With heroes, the new battle logic still allows the cavalry to readily defeat the archers, even when they outnumber the cavalry dispatch by 50k. So that's a whole bunch about how cavalry now counters archers. Let's move on. Finally, let's talk about a special unit, War Machines. Don't worry.
Hey, my War Machine players, we in here. Finally, they showing Machine some love. Maybe Asherai be or what? So these hero names, man, I've been saying them all wrong. So is Asherai really Asherai, or do they call her Ashuria, or Ashura, Ashura? I don't know, but maybe she won't be so damn useless. Cause my God, she is fucking terrible.
Even though they're not paired up to counter another troop type, they still absolutely kill it in siege combat. Let's go straight to the actual combat session and see how powerful war machines are under the new battle logic. Now, we set the dispatch size for war machines at 200k, including 50k T11 rams and 150k catapults. On the opposing side, we put another 200k T11 archers in a defensive castle. As with the other examples, the battle report on the left is the result before modification, and the one on the right is the result after modification. It can be clearly seen that in the old battle logic, that the war machine dispatch failed to win the siege. However, under the new battle logic, the war machines won the day. The reason for this is very simple. We now grant the war machines an extra damage bonus during siege.
Oh my God, thank you. War machines were like uber garbage forever, and I don't know why. It was ridiculous. Like I thank you. Now I'm going to hope that this rings really true because man,
Okay, all 4 new battle logic systems have been demonstrated. Let's review them once again. As can be seen from the picture, the new battle logic resembles the old childhood game, rock, paper, scissors, with a triangular set of counter relationships. Shieldmen plus archers counter shieldmen plus spearmen. Shieldmen plus spearmen counter shieldmen plus cavalry. Shieldmen plus cavalry counter shieldmen plus archers. With the new battle logic, each troop type has its own advantages and disadvantages, forming a balanced cycle. This cycle also allows ROK to have a stronger strategic and fairer battle environment. I know you may have a lot of things you don't understand at this time. It's okay. We have more detailed content in the ROK forum and Discord waiting for you. At the same time, we have a dedicated channel on the official Discord. Battle.
all right. I ain't finna get into all that. Okay, so I'm going to break this video up in 2 parts because this is it's pretty interesting to me, and I want to see how accurate it is. And I'm really it's starting to give me hope and like, cause y'all know I was done with this shit. I was done with this infantry only. Like everyone just for everybody out there who was just spamming nothing but infantry. And I'm not talking about the players who, there's literally some people whose counselors are only infantry, which makes no fucking sense to me at all. But I digress. You do what you do. It's honestly not my problem. But you shouldn't be rewarded for it. I'm sorry. You should not be rewarded for doing such garbage. So this here, I'm going to stop this part of the video and just go into the next one, and I'm go over some questions that I may have and what I think was going to be OP, because it's coming. Something's still gonna be overpowered as shit. Um, but I'm hoping that this takes the takes the battle out of the hero's hands and puts it in the strategist's hands. So that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. I'll catch y'all on part 2. Peace.